Hey guys, Jamboo here and welcome to this video. I hope you guys are all doing well. This is going to be my best 4-4-2 tactics that I'm using in the Elite Division. My last video was the 4-2-3-1 and that went down super well. If any of you guys want to check that out and you're interested in playing in the 4-2-3-1, I'll show you guys where I'm at for a bit of context. I'm currently 189th in the world and I'm mixed between this 4-2-3-1 and the 4-4-2 that I'm going to be showing you today. So 189th in the world at the minute. It is rough out here in the Elite Division, let me tell you. Every single game is absolutely just, it's crazy. And these tactics are helping me get through it. It looks like I'm going to qualify for the pro event now, so you know for a fact that these tactics work. If they do help you, a like rating is appreciated. Let's try and hit 200. If you are watching this video and it's got less than 200 likes, I'd really appreciate it if you just took a second to hit that button. If you haven't already subbed as well, make sure you do. I upload videos to help you guys get better at the game. So not only does it benefit you, you will become a better FIFA player. It also helps me reach my goal of 100,000 subscribers. I've always wanted to do that. So I appreciate the help. Let's get into it. I'll show you guys what I'm rocking. So this is my current team. So in a 4-4-2, in my opinion, there's certain things that you need to make this formation work. A player like Vieira, as good as he is, he's not ideal for this, but you can get away with one player like him. What I mean by that is in the 4-4-2, for your centre mids, you really want your centre mids to sort of be good at attacking and defending. Like, they both need to be box-to-box players, ideally. Obviously, this Vieira card is pretty cracked. Like, he is good going forward. Not the best, but he's okay. This Paqueta card, I seriously recommend you guys checking out if you're going to play a 4-4-2. He is absolutely perfect for it. High work rates. He's got the weak foot, the skills. He can defend. He's physical. His finishing's insane. He's just good at absolutely everything. This card isn't even that much. I picked mine up for 182,000 coins, which is absolutely peanuts for what you're getting. So I'm going to show you guys the tactics and then talk about the sort of players you want for each position as well. So 4-4-2, press after possession loss. I changed between a 4-2-3-1, a 4-2-2, and a 4-4-2. I actually do actively use all of these depending on what's going on in a game. The 4-4-2, you can actually start games using this. It is more for if you like to play aggressive. You're going to have to manually defend a lot in this setup due to the amount of players you're going to have going forward and also the press after possession loss. But you're going to win the ball back high and you're going to make a lot of chances in this setup. So, press after possession loss. If you haven't used it, I recommend turning it on. Once you get used to sort of being outnumbered at the back and manually defending, you know, once you're over that, the benefits you get from press after possession loss are just out of this world. Like, you get 3 goals literally off of your AI winning the ball back up high. They just can't get out the press. It is super overpowered. And the stamina drain, it's just not enough. Like, it needs a nerf, but for while it's this overpowered, sorry, you may as well be using it. So press after possession loss, 65 on the width, 72 on the depth. Having this depth is going to enable the auto offside traps, which is super OP. Your opponent's just not going to be able to build up well on the edge of your area at all, and you're just going to find it a lot easier in general to deal with your opponent whilst they're attacking in your half. You are going to be a little bit more susceptible to over-the-top through balls, and that's why I say you need to be able to manually defend pretty well if you are going to use these tactics. Balance on the build-up, direct passing. I still get asked quite a lot why direct passing is the best one. Especially for a tactic like this where you're going to have lots of people running forward. What direct passing does is it pushes your opponent's back line deep into their own area, basically meaning that you're going to have a lot of space and freedom in and around their box to work a chance, and there's nothing they can do about it other than spam offside traps. So direct passing is the one to have. 70 on the width. I mean, that's nothing too crazy. It's a fair bit wide, but not too much. Obviously, the 4-4-2, you're getting natural width anyway. You don't want this too high, otherwise your centre mids will have a big gap, and you don't want that at all. I have 6 players in the box. It's one less than what I rock with the 4-2-3-1, and the reason for this is because you've got 2 strikers anyway. You're going to have the left and right mid making a lot of options, and you just don't need any more than that. If you knock that up to 7, it basically means your both centre mids are going to be flying up. Like, you're just going to be so exposed. So I recommend having that on 6. For the corners and the free kicks, I leave that on 1. I find that for the corner technique that I use, you don't need any more than that. I take it short, I run it out and then cross it to the back post. And like, you always have that guy at the back post no matter what, so that doesn't seem to matter. This is how I line it up. So basically what you want in an ideal world is your left and right mid, you want them to have their strong foot on the side they're playing. So I don't have it in both situations. If I had someone like Salah where Neymar is, it means I could do the outside of the foot shots from both sides. I don't have that, unfortunately. It's not the easiest thing to get into your team. But as you can see, Perisic, he is on the right side, meaning that I can use his outside of the foot, which is super effective. But basically what you want on your wingers is for them to be good on the ball and quick. So Neymar and Perisic, they're both really good for it. Perisic especially gets lengthy, so he's really good at, getting onto through balls down the line. For your strikers, they just need to be quick, strong, and good on the ball. So obviously Mbappe and Ginola, they're absolutely crazy for it, but there's much cheaper options as well. Even players like Aubameyang, they're the sort of players that you want as a striker in this setup. As we spoke about earlier, for the centre mids, in an ideal world, you want them to be both box-to-box. Vieira can get away with it just because of how good he is, but he's not the sort of profile you'd normally want. This Paqueta is absolutely perfect. You've got the likes of KDB, Renato Sanchez. Those sort of guys are the ones you want in there. And then for your centre-backs and full-backs, same goes for absolutely every formation in the game. They just need to be quick, good at defending, and physical if possible. So they're the sort of player profiles that you want when using this 4-4-2. In terms of the instructions, I've got both strikers set to get in behind. This is going to give you so many through ball options. You're never going to struggle to find a through ball. Over the top through balls at the moment are just super, super OP on the game. So I recommend adding those into your arsenal as well. We have stay back while attacking on one of the CMs. I think this is quite important because otherwise they both just go charging forward and you end up just being exposed in the middle, which is never ideal. In terms of the left and the right mid, I have come back on defence on both of them, stay wide, get in behind, and get into the box for cross. This is important. So basically, the stay wide, you're always going to have that option out there. So one thing that I do a lot is I pass the ball out to one of the wingers, and then I can find a through ball to one of the strikers. But also what they're going to do is make runs in behind themselves. So you're effectively going to have a front four at times, which creates an overload, and your opponent's defence just can't deal with the amount of options that you have going forward. The get into the box for cross is really good as well. So say, for example, I'm running down the wing with Neymar. If I get to the edge of his box, on the other side, I'm going to have Perisic making a run to the back post. So I can find crosses from winger to winger, and that works super well too. In terms of the defence, I have stay back while attacking on all of the defence. I'm meant to have step up on them all as well. For some reason, Cafu didn't have it on, but I recommend having step up. Basically, what this does is if your opponents pass the ball like into their striker, your defence is automatically going to push up and just give them less time on the ball. So you want stay back while attacking on the wing backs as well, and that works super well. But guys, that is the setup. If you have any questions at all, do let me know in the comments. I'll get back to every single one of you. I appreciate you watching. Thank you so much. Do drop a sub if this helped you. I'd super, super appreciate it. And I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.